my god, I look like a fucking gondolier. Alright. Hi. So, third time's the charm. I still don't know how to open a YouTube video, and the lighting is the worst it could possibly be. But that's my apartment for you. So, 1 month on testosterone. I am 1 month on testosterone. So that's pretty dope. And there have been quite a few changes. So I'll just get right into that. First thing on my list, this is in no particular order because my life's a mess like that, but first thing I've written down is hungry all the time. Before I started testosterone, I couldn't eat much, honestly. Like, I would eat half, like, a normal serving, and then just be like, whew, that's it for me, boys. But, like, now, like, I'll go out to lunch, I'll eat, like, an entire steak dinner, come home, like, eat 2, like, mini, like, dessert pies, and then still be hungry. Like, if you've ever watched the movie 17 Again with Zac Efron, and that bit where he's in the kitchen, like, spraying cream cheese on a pickle and then eating a ton of ice cream and just wrecking the kitchen, that is not an exaggeration. That is me. So that's really weird. Oh, other thing, body hair? That was more difficult to gauge because I already had a ton of body hair. Like, I can insert some video of, like, my arms and legs and stuff over this audio, but yeah, I already had, like, a lot. I was already a pretty hairy guy, but now I guess the difference is my hair is a lot darker and it's thicker, I think. I'm not so sure about the hair, like, on the top of my head. I think maybe that's a bit more coarse, but yeah, it's mostly like the darkening of the hair on my arms and the hair on my legs. And I have a teeny tiny baby snail trail, but like, I already kind of had that, but it is darker and more noticeable, and it goes more like, starts from, like, the middle of my chest, or like the top of my stomach, I guess, and, you know, goes down. I think my hair grows back faster. I've felt like some teeny tiny baby chin hairs that I can just kind of, like, grab onto. And I think that's about it as far as hair goes. Well, my camera just stopped filming because an alarm went off, and I'm filming this on my phone. So, anyway. Oh, another thing is that, you know, there's that, people always talk about they get, like, a little bit more of a temper when they're on T, but when I went to the gender clinic, I've had, like, a couple appointments there with a couple different people, and I've gotten, like, mixed sources on saying, like, is the temper thing a myth or not, and I was under the impression it was, like, from the last time I got that information, but I do find myself having a bit more of a temper. Like, normally I'm pretty chill dude. I'm a very emotional guy. Like, I used to cry a lot and I get, you know, emotional easily, but now I'm a lot less emotional. I haven't cried, like, once on while I've been on T, and maybe that's because, you know, I'm so happy that I am on T, and nothing, you know, particularly devastating has happened, but yeah, I do just find myself generally less emotional, and I think a bit more stubborn. My mom has commented that I'm a bit more stubborn since I've started testosterone, but I also had that quality originally. But yeah, I think I have found myself losing my temper more easily with people, and that is to say, you know, that I've lost it at all, because normally I'm just, like, totally chill and I don't lose my temper at all, but I have more recently. So like I've been able to get mad, which previously, my demeanor has not let me do. Oh, and more energy. Like I think I was telling people like literally the day after I got my shot that it was very reminiscent of Captain America. Like, he gets the super soldier serum. Ooh, try saying that 5 times fast. But he gets a super soldier serum, and he's buff and he has all the energy, and he's not sickly anymore, and he can do anything. And I, was telling people that that's what I felt like literally a day after getting my shot. And while I recognize the day after was probably placebo, I do, further along, I do have more energy. I think I can go longer when I do my exercise routines, and they show effects sooner. Like I'm gaining muscle way quicker. I mean, I'm still like beanpole, but I'm gaining it quicker than I would have before tea, which is loving it. So yeah, along with the energy and the exercising, I have noticed I sweat a ton. I sweat so much. Like I'm not exaggerating. There will be days when I apply like 4 coats of deodorant within like 2 hours. And yeah, like this is another thing where I was a sweaty guy beforehand, but now it's just like, whew, yikes. God, this makes me sound disgusting. But yeah, no, I sweat so much, and people are right. It does, you do have a different smell when you go on tea. Like my sweat smells different. I don't know how to describe it. And like, I don't know how other guys describe it, but for me, it's like, I don't know, I guess like a more salty smell. That sounds disgusting. But yeah, it certainly is different, and there certainly is a lot more of it. Yeah, another thing, less great, acne and skin imperfections. That is, got a lot of those, which is something I'm not dealing particularly well with, because like through first puberty, I was aces. Like my skin, pretty damn good. Like I get a pimple here and there, but other than that, it was pretty damn good, pretty clear. But now, acne is just all up in this. I've got it, mostly, the most affected areas are like my T-zone, my hairline, and some bits around my chin, and like my shoulders and like back, which I've never experienced before. But yeah, so that's probably a combination of like the T, second puberty, you know the deal. Me eating a shit ton because my appetite has increased, and sweat, I guess. Sweat, pimples, bleh. But yeah, them's the facts. Also, oh yeah, in my notes I have no noticeable voice drop, but I do feel the need to clear my throat often. That has changed. I wrote this like probably a week or 2 ago, which is a bit much in advance, but yeah, I think there is a slightly noticeable voice drop. Yesterday when I was out with my friends, I was getting very emotive about something, and I found my voice starting to crack a lot, and yeah, I think it certainly is a few octaves lower, and I can't sing certain notes without my voice cracking. Like I was trying to, like I sing around my house all the time, And yesterday I noticed something pretty different, so I might insert the video I took of that because it was really fucking funny. Y'all, it's beginning. Listen to this. It's a hard knock life for us. It's a hard knock life for us. And I'm very happy about it, but also resigned to the fact that I'm going to be teased for the next couple months. I do have one that just says one point, just a lone dot point, that's dick trademarked. So I mean, if you've ever watched a transition video before, you know what I'm talking about. That's that's happening. I'm loving it. And another point that kind of links into that one, libido. He's up there. He's that's happening. So yeah, that is me doing the second puberty thing again. That's 1 month on T, and already so much has happened. Wild. So I've got my second shot coming up in about 2 weeks, and of course I will update on that when that comes around. So bye. God, I should really have breakfast. Starburst aren't that nutritional. And one more thing. As I eat cereal on this day at 11 o'clock in the morning, I realized I forgot to mention anything about my face and fat redistribution. I think I forgot it mostly because it hasn't happened. Like, I don't really think my face has become any more defined. If anything, I think it may become a bit more chubby because of weight gain from eating my entire kitchen constantly. I think possibly I'm getting more weight gain in my waist rather than hips and thighs and chest and the typical female areas. So yeah, that's a thing. That's pretty much all I got to say about those changes. I'm gonna keep eating my cereal.